Hello YouTube friends and welcome back to Renee Anita B. I have another sold video for you. Sales have been booming this month. Must have something to do with Easter or maybe the stimulus money or maybe tax refunds. Who knows, but I love it. Let's get started right away. Just keep in mind that I do offer free shipping on all of my items in my eBay store. So you have to factor that into the cost. I would say on average it's between $4 and $5 per item because most of my items are pretty light. The first item was a Hallmark passenger car ornament. This is something I maybe paid $1 for at a garage sale. Had it sitting in my store for at least 2 years. I saw that somebody was interested. I sent an offer and it sold for $10. The second item was a set of 3 nested wooden trencher dough bowls. This was something I found at a garage sale. This gentleman had a couple of tents set up where he had things for sale, and then he also had this trailer full of stuff, and on this trailer he said anything on there was 50 cents a piece. So I found these trencher bowls. There was a set of 3. They were nested bowls, wooden. I had seen lots of ideas on Pinterest where they had used these as centerpieces, and especially at Easter time. I thought right away for 50 cents I couldn't pass those up. There were also 2 little wooden scoops, so I found those too. I wasn't sure if they went as the set, but I put it all together in a set. So I paid a total of $2.50 for the 5 pieces. I accepted an offer on that, and it sold for $60. The third item was a Home Interiors metal Easter candle holder. This was something I had picked up at my local thrift store. Again, I had it at least a year in my store. I paid $2.96 for it, and I accepted an offer on this, and it sold for $25. The fourth item was a Harley-Davidson plaid men's shirt. This was something I picked up at a garage sale last year, paid $2 for it. It sold within 10 minutes of listing. As soon as I clicked on the list button, somebody sent me a message and asked if I would take less for it. But I said no, that it was a new listing, so I wasn't ready to reduce the price yet. And as soon as I sent the message back, he immediately purchased it and paid for it. So it went for full asking price of $26.94. The fifth item was a Lennox porcelain cat figurine. This was something I purchased at a church thrift sale where it was a free will offering, so I bundled it with a whole bunch of other things, so I basically have nothing into it, and I accepted an offer on this. It shipped to New York, and it sold for $23. The sixth item was a Nordic Ware lamb cake pan. I purchased this at a garage sale last summer. I paid $2 for it, and it sold for $26.94. The seventh item was a vintage Fabergé men's aftershave cologne. This was something I got from my sister. She was cleaning out her in-laws' estate. She had it at a garage sale that we had hosted last February, and when we were cleaning up from the garage sale and we're going to donate a bunch of stuff, she was going to donate that, and I told her, oh, I'll try to sell that on eBay. I had watched Matt over at Part-Time Pickers, and he had often said that he picks up like older aftershaves, colognes, perfumes, things like that at estate sales, and they have a lot of value to them. I'm planning to donate the proceeds from the sale of that cologne to a memorial scholarship in memory of my sister who passed away in 2018. So I accepted an offer on that, and it sold for $30. The eighth item was a set of 6 Western cowboy ornaments. This was something that I had sitting for a while. I paid 96 cents for it, and I accepted an offer for $18. The ninth item was a wood inlay marquetry picture. This was something I had picked up at my local thrift store 2 years ago. I paid about $2.98 for it. I polished it up with some lemon oil and I conditioned it, and it turned out just beautiful. So I accepted an offer on that for $28. The 10th item was an Empire Western toy saddle. This I purchased at the same sale as I bought those wooden trencher bowls. I believe there were 3 different assorted like toy saddles in a bag. I think I paid $5 for the bag. It might have been only $2. I already sold one other saddle out of the bag. I have one more that's listed on my eBay account. I sent an offer to an interested buyer on this one and it sold for $15. The 11th item was a Jell-O egg mold. This is the time of the year to sell Jell-O egg molds. I can't believe it. For years, Jell-O egg molds have sold at Easter time. My sister had told me about this several years ago, so every time I find them at a garage sale, I grab them. And they're usually only 10 cents or a quarter. I think this one I paid 38 cents for at my local thrift store. I got the full asking price of $19.94. The 12th item was a Shamrock Copper Jell-O mold. I paid 58 cents for this at my local thrift store, had it for a while, and I accepted an offer of $15. And that actually sold after St. Patrick's Day. The 13th item was a Care Bear scrub top. It still was new with tags. I purchased this at a garage sale last year. I'm not positive what I paid for it. Probably $3, maybe $2, because I don't usually spend more than that on a scrub top. But I got the full asking price for it of $18.94. Scrub tops are like a bread and butter item to me. It's probably one of my favorite things to sell on eBay. There's always a market for them. I usually focus on getting only designer ones like Disney or the Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. Those are the ones I usually try to pick up at garage sales. I normally only pay like $1 to $2 for them. The thrift stores have gone crazy on their prices for scrub tops. Our thrift store used to sell them for like under $1, and now they're up to, I think they're over $4 a piece. So I don't purchase them for that anymore. If you can get them for $1 or $2, you're pretty well guaranteed a $10 profit on that every time. The 14th item was a pair of Sirocco Hillbilly figurines. I think they were 79 cents each. Picked them up at a thrift store when I was visiting my mom. I sent an offer to an interested buyer and they sold for $14. The 15th item, again, a Jell-O egg mold. This one I paid 25 cents for at a garage sale last fall. I sold it within hours of listing it. I had several people message me and ask me if I would take a lower price for it, but I toughed it out because I knew that it would sell, and it sold for the full asking price of $19.94. The 16th item, surprise, surprise, it was another Jell-O egg mold. I had listed those both at the same time and I barely got them listed, and I was getting offers like almost immediately. This one again I paid 25 cents for at a garage sale. It sold within 10 minutes of the one prior to that, and it sold for the full asking price of $19.94. The 17th item was a vintage Hallmark Easter Barnaby Bunny pin. It was in fairly poor shape. It had been quite yellowed from age, and some of the paint was rubbed off on it. I believe it was from 1975. Again, this was something I had in my eBay store for at least 2 years already. I paid 38 cents for it at my local thrift store, and it sold for full asking price of $9.86. The 18th item was a miniature porcelain nativity set. I paid $1.96 for this at my local thrift store. This was a returned item that somebody had purchased back in December. They just said that they changed their mind. It wasn't exactly what they wanted, so they paid to ship it back. I've had many watchers on it since then. Somebody finally purchased it, and it sold for $14.86. The 19th item was a package of satin-covered Easter eggs. They were just loose eggs, had been pre-owned already, had some stains on them and stuff. I had lots of watchers on these and lots of offers. I paid 96 cents for them at my local thrift store. I did an auction on them and they sold for $20.50. The 20th item was a Spoonteaks pewter teddy bear figurine. I paid 38 cents for that at my local thrift store. I sent an offer to an interested buyer and it sold for $10. So all in all, I was really happy with the sales I've had lately. It's been keeping me busy getting things packaged up. I've been really focusing on getting more stuff listed. I wish that I would have got my Easter stuff on there sooner because obviously it's been selling like crazy. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get more stuff on there because I have so much Easter stuff to get rid of yet. But anyway, I got a good dent into it. I really stuck with it and kept listing things. This was something I had picked up at my local thrift show that he picks up like, wow. Da. We may be having so many difficulties today. It has been a day filled with problems. I'm on my 4th SD card now, so I either better talk really fast or just quit talking so that I can get this done. It was in rather poor shape. I paid 38 cents for it at my local thrift I accepted an offer of like on a daily basis. There is, oh my gosh, it is what? I have no idea what it is. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope I've taught you some things you can watch for when you're out thrifting, and best of luck to you on all your eBay sales. As always, from my heart to yours, share love, not hate. Have a wonderful day. Bye.